Hello guys, and welcome to Friday. For the first thing I want to say is Happy Lunar New Year to all. Now the time now, I think that at my home is like the Saturday already, which is the first day of the Chinese Lunar New Year. So congrats to them. I already Skyped my mom and dad and congratulated them, and they congratulated me as well, and all as well. But that's what not today's main topic is. As you can see, hang on, where's my mouse? There. I'm doing my pencil drill, which means, well, it should be something public speaking related. Yeah. There you are. Finally managed to open my PowerPoint. So, guess what's happening with the pencil drill? You're right. It's one of them discussion week thingies. Today is discussion week 4, informative speech practice. So, I basically need to do the whole rundown of my informative speech and go put it on the discussion page and let people review and judge how my performance is. And well, I asked the person who reviewed my speech to kindly, add how much time do I use to do the speech. I just want to keep tabs on it because I can't do this myself. Oh God. Oh, that's so disgusting. Sorry. So I'm gonna do my informative speech now, starting with the seat there. Yep. Practice the walking, mate. Yeah. So yeah. Hope I'm not too shabby, and but I'm gonna rely on my index cards a bit more now because I actually still haven't quite memorized the script yet, so yeah, bear with me for that. I'm gonna improve it for the practice on Monday, so yeah. So you just sit down right here and I'll do the technical adjustments for the speech. There you go. That's lovely. Right. Okay. My slippers. Good evening, everyone. Before I start my speech, there's something that I want you guys to listen to. Right, so thank you. Guess what instrument is used to make that speech? You're right, it's the engine of a Formula 1 car. So, and that's what I want to talk about today. Please note that I will refer Formula 1 as F1 in the whole of my speech below. First, I'm going to talk about Formula One's history. In the starting seasons, the cars look like... sorry, bear with me for a moment. There you go. The cars actually look like this. The engines are in the front, and the fuel regulations were non-existent. At that time, most of the teams competing are road car manufacturers teams, such as Alfa Romeo, Ferrari and Mercedes. In the 60s though, the teams started put the engines in the rear, and they started using single-shaft chassis. And at that time, the teams that are competitive are, you saw the rise of Team Lotus, Cooper, and also British racing drivers, winning 12 Drivers' World Championship between 1962 and 73. As the 70s rolls around, the team started to develop some basic front and rear wings, so to increase the cornering speed. 70s is also so driven of the technical creativity, as actually a 6-wheel Formula 1 car is actually designed and being used for racing. During the 70s, the teams battling it out are Ferrari, Lotus, McLaren, etc. During the 80s, the changes brought to the Formula 1 car are neither aerodynamic nor related to the number of wheels, it's the engine. Turbocharged engines greatly increased the power output of Formula 1 cars until they're banned in 1989. The decade started with Williams being dominant and ends with McLaren's dominance. The 90s saw the emergence of driver's aids such as traction control and semi-automatic gearbox, but most of the aids are banned in 1993. Only traction control remained until 2008. Now the 1990s started as the 1980s ended, with McLaren being the dominant team. However, the rest of the decade is being controlled by Williams and Benetton, who have recruited the young Michael Schumacher. In the 2000s, McLaren have a resurgence in 1998 and 1999, but the new team of Ferrari, consisting of Michael Schumacher and the new technical team, dominated the first half of the 2000s. So next, I'm going to talk about what makes F1 so special. Firstly, it's both an individual and a team sport. And for the individual, you have the Drivers' World Championship, for which every driver is very hungry to win. So what does it take to win this championship? Determination, consistency, and the driver's raw pace to set by the few. However, the most important of all is a bit of luck, and that brings to the team side, which has the Constructors' Championship. What does a team need to win the Constructors? Well, the best car and person on the grid, of course, but as the drivers also need. However, the teams would like the drivers who work with each other instead of against each other. The second, Formula 1 is requires both intelligence and physique. The team principals, engineers and strategists are the ones who set up the optimal car setup and formulate the optimal race strategy with the drivers. And just in case there are incidents during the race, they still need to think of strategies to cope with those incidents on the fly. To pit or not to pit? That's the most important question. As for physique, the pit crew is the ones that requires them. They receive year-long exercises and training just to master those 2-second pit stops, and here's one of the fastest ones. Sorry. As you can see, it only takes under 2 seconds, 1.92 seconds to be precise. And Formula 1 is also the pinnacle of motorsport. F1 drivers are always being praised as the best in motorsport, and in the 66 seasons, only 33 out of 822 F1 drivers has been crowned world champion.
That's just show how prestigious Formula One drivers are. But such prestigious reasons, or there's also reasons from being so hard to enter Formula One. You might not only need money, you need financial backing, you need exceptional talent, you also need good connections with Formula One teams in order to secure the place in the Young Drivers program. So it's hard. And finally, I will talk about the relative present and future in Formula One. So 2009 sees its first adoption of hybrid engines, because the kinetic energy recovery system, or KERS, collects energy from braking to store it in batteries, and then use when accelerating to provide a power boost to the engines. And during 2010 to 2013, the Red Bull team dominated with four back-to-back titles. However, in 2013, Mercedes is starting to become competitive. The regulations change in 2014 brings Mercedes to the dominant spot, and until now, winning 19 out of the 21 race season in 2016. The coming season, there changes to aeros and tyres, which increases grip and cornering speed, and also encourages the drivers to push the car to the limit. But the questions still remain: that are these regulation changes going to improve racing and increase the amount of overtake? These will only be answered at the start of the season in late March. Finally, I would like to talk about some long-term plans. The current set of regulations is set to last until 2020. Speaking of 2020 and beyond, and the new owner of F1, Liberty Media, they say that they would aim to make Formula 1 better in 4 areas. 1, its brand. 2, its digital space, so that's Twitter. 3, how it's approached to partnerships and stuff. And 4, the whole race experience. And hopefully with their top personnel handling this issue, Formula 1 is going to have a bright future. So in conclusion, here's some basic knowledge about Formula 1, its history, what's special about it, its present and future. Feel free to dig in more for yourself, but that's all from me. Thank you. Right, that is clearly over time, and it took like 10 minutes at least, or like 9 to 10 minutes. I noticed a clock, I'm not blind, and clearly I need to do much more work on memorizing the whole script. I just basically finally managed to put it on the card, put all the figure eights on in the same place. Basically, it's now just like refining myself. I need to memorize the script more thoroughly and know when to do what things. Yeah, and also I need to find myself a driver. That's needed. I think driver can help me do that at least 1 minute of those issues there. I can do that 1 minute of the technical issues out, or it's golden. I mean, at least 1 minute, 1 to 2 minutes can be deducted from having a driver, not needing to do the whole PowerPoint transition and video stuff by yourself. So yeah. But anyway, that's it for today. This is my informative speech practice. And yep, spoilers, huge spoiler alert, and I will continue to practice and memorize the script and just smoothen all the transitions, slides, that sort of thing, to make the whole presentation hopefully the best when I eventually do my speech. Yep, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow and this weekend is going to be a fun one. I'm going to have some school activities to attend, or whether I applied to some off-campus activities hosted by the school. So it should be fun. I'll record those tomorrow, those 2 days after definitely. So yeah, stay tuned to my channel and bye bye. Let's meet back the next time, shall we?